Hello, hello everyone. This is Suzanne Knaber-Nicole from Police Science Doctor with the weekly broadcast of the Police Science Snippets. Police Science Doctor is an educational website for law enforcement around the world. And what I try to achieve with it is to bring the research findings in police science, evidence-based policing, investigative psychology, forensic psychology, military intelligence research. I try to bring all of that to the practitioner because there is a big gap between what research knows and what the practitioner knows and is able to apply in the field. So I try to bring those two closer together, hopefully in a fun way. One way that in which I do that is I go through lots of articles that have been published, mainly recently, on police research or police relevant research, and I go through and I try to find 3 snippets that I can extract from those articles to see which ones would be practical and immediately actionable to yourselves. I then put these together in an email, which is sent out to everybody on the Police Science Doctor email list, which is free to join, and you get those snippets emailed to you every Tuesday right into your inbox with a link to the original research. If you want to receive that as well, simply Google Police Science, go to Police Science Doctor and leave your details in the registration form that pops up or that you will find at the bottom of each page. And when you join the list, you can also get access to the read page on the Police Science Doctor website, which has all the transcripts of the videos on there and all the previous snippets. So you've got a library of 120 PDFs now, each with 3 police science snippets. So hopefully there'll be something there of interest to you. So let me just get started with the snippets for this week. The first one is about well-being risks from without or within. Officers whose job it is to scan through thousands of images and work on indecent images of children, which is highly traumatic content, reported that it's often the culture and work-based support around the officer rather than the horrific imagery itself that has the greatest impact on their well-being. Now, this is very much in line with something that I found when I hosted my online conference on mental health and policing, I think almost 2 years ago now. And we had a researcher from Australia talking about some very similar research that actually it is how the organization treats police that can be more traumatic than the operational traumas that they witness and deal with on a daily basis. So it's the support that's put around them, the requirements and the practicalities of their job and how they're treated, that have the biggest impact actually on trauma compared to the trauma that is very much there from operational policing. The second snippet for today is about evidence versus experience. When it comes to daily decision-making, it was found that inspectors are more impacted by their personal experiences than by research and evaluations. So maybe for larger projects, larger one-off decisions, they're more likely to use research findings and evidence. However, when it comes to the daily decision-making, their own experience still trumps, which is quite interesting. Now, this research was done in 2011. It's actually based on a master's thesis from Cambridge University. So I wonder if that has changed in the meantime or if it hasn't. And the third and final snippet for this week is about sexually offending youth. Youth who engage in sexual improprieties and or sexually abusive behaviors are too often viewed purely through a criminological lens, regardless of their age, gender, judicial status, and or experiences of past trauma or victimization that they had themselves. Assessment and interventions for these youth must be holistic and idiosyncratic, considering numerous multiplex developmental variables, including adverse childhood experiences and trauma. So yes, on the face of it, the first layer that we see is that they are offending. However, what lies behind that? Here in the UK, there was a very famous, very big case where a 2 or 3-year-old boy, James Bulger, was killed in the Liverpool area in the northwest of England. He was killed by 2 other children. I think they were around 8 and 10 years old at the time, and at least one of them had been severely victimized sexually abusively in the family home. So I think we definitely need to look at that a lot more than we currently do. These children are not just offenders; they are offending, but there's a very, very telling and fertile background to all of this. So I hope there was something of interest to you in these snippets for this week. And remember, you can watch the previous snippets. The best place to do that is probably on YouTube, because you'll have them all lined up there, and they're not going to get lost in the feed like they do on Twitter or Facebook or in LinkedIn. So hopefully there's something for you there. Again, sign up to the email list if you actually want to have these emailed to your inbox, and then I'll see you guys again later. Well, actually next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.